Once all were gone, Luo Yunhai looked at the third jade slip. He let out a long breath and shook his head. Empty spirit body, the desire of every cultivator. It can even help gods, but look what disaster it brought. But one thing is certain, the heavenly cycle elders sure were geniuses to come up with such an array. With a smile, Kia Yanhai sighed, from heavenly cycle dragon array to four element cycle array, to come up with, ha ha ha. I bet it was made to fit the young sect leader like a glove. Nodding, Luo Yunhai sighed. Yeah, why else would Brother Zhuo go back on his words and kill the one he just spared? As long as he's around, the mystical heaven sect would never let go of Sister King Cheng, the best cauldron. But even so, there may be one coming later on who would want her, Kia Yanhai's eyes shone. Luo Yunhai nodded, that's why Brother Zhuo wanted it destroyed. This is an array to exchange a life for a life. Kia Yanhai gave a heavy nod, then had the three jade slip hold in his hand and used his power. Hot energy was released. If you just crush them, someone dead set on it might recover them. Allow me to destroy them. However, a beautiful figure appeared. Wait! Sister King Cheng, Miss King Cheng, the two looked shocked. What are you doing here? Half an hour later, Zhuo Fan unsealed Han Chaoning and Shui Ruohua's cultivations. The two quickly opened the sect array, and the demon scheming sect with the Luo clan left after taking care of their wounded and burying their dead. Even after everyone left, Zhuo Fan stayed behind. He had unsealed Chu Qingkang's cultivation a while back, and yet she immediately went away saying she had something to do. Now he was waiting for her. Chu Qingkang's amazing figure came back before Zhuo Fan with a smile. I'm back. That's good. Let's go as well. Zhuo Fan nodded and held her hand tightly. Chu Qingcheng was startled. Aren't you going to ask me where I was? Ha ha ha. No matter where you go, as long as it's not dangerous, I won't ask, and I'd even let you go. You're my wife, not an underling, nor a prisoner. You have your own freedom. Chu Qingcheng beamed with joy. We truly know each other best. He knows me and I know him. They also did not want all their affairs to be known either, to feel like they were being watched. So Chu Qingcheng did not ask about Zhuo Fan's matter, and he didn't ask about hers either. This was mutual respect. However, the two silent agreement hadn't lasted 3 steps, as Zhuo Fan said with a frown. Qingcheng, just where did you go? Chu Qingcheng rolled her eyes and giggled. Didn't you say you won't ask? Why are you going back on your word? Ha ha ha, sorry, I know that I shouldn't restrain you, but I can't help but know everything about you, down to the last detail. This is such a complicated feeling. It's my first time feeling like this and I don't understand. It feels so impulsive. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I respect your wish. However, Chu Qingcheng stopped him and flashed the thunder ring on her finger in front of him. I went back for this. After Mystical Heaven sect trapped me, they even took my storage ring. I went after it. I see, so it was nothing. Ha ha ha. Chu Qingcheng glared. What nothing? This ring comes as a pair, a proof of our relationship. How is it nothing? Yeah, you're right. Ha ha ha. Zhuo Fan nodded, his heart warm and fuzzy. Despite being a thunder ring, this ring of his was also a sacred ring. Unlike the one she had, which was simple, even though he made it, Chu Qingcheng cared for it because it represented their bond, which filled him with happiness. However, their little warm bubble was soon broken as Chu Qingcheng recalled something and mocked. Oh, I was wrong. The ring isn't a pair since there's another one. Something similar is worn by Miss Luo. Well. Zhuo Fan was sweating. Chu Qingcheng went on with a smile. These 3 rings will be together later on, and we will live happily together. Qingcheng, she isn't like that. She's just family, and the ring was already passed to Yunhai, the keepsake of Luo clan head. Oh, I see. Then Shuanger, Yangning, Lianer, Miss Zhu. Zhuo Fan's mouth twitched. Qingcheng, you're the leader of Drifting Flowers Edifices, a person of power. Yeah, but sometimes I'm impulsive too. I don't want to limit you. It's just that when Sister Peony sent me those sending jades containing strange information, my heart felt heavy. Batting her eyes, Chu Qingcheng showed her mischievous side. Zhuo Fan's eyes shook, cursing Peony for being a busybody. Then he shook his head. Chu Qingcheng's assault never relented as she kept asking awkward questions and putting Zhuo Fan on the spot. This was how they walked out of this place, hand in hand. In this moment, the two were unlike the high cultivators they were, nor deep schemers, just a loving couple. They bicker, they nag, and they flirt. Seeing the to-go, Luo Yunhai and Kia Yanhai shared a pained look. Luo Yunhai sighed and said, Brother Zhuo asked us to destroy the jade slip before anyone saw it, but in the end Sister Qingcheng saw it too. What now? Clan head, it's all fine. Steward Zhuo wanted no one to set their eyes on Miss Chu. Now that the jade slip is destroyed, Miss Chu can't be hurting herself, right? It's fine. Thinking it over, Luo Yunhai nodded. I hope so, but Brother Zhuo's order was to not let anyone see it. Now that Sister Qingcheng did, how do we tell him? Miss Chu said it herself, to just not include her. They're together anyway, so it won't matter, ha ha ha. Clan head, I'm a knowledgeable old man and some things are better not taken so seriously. It's best to gloss over it. When you have a lady yourself, you'll know what it means to be love-struck. Giving the old man a long look, Luo Yunhai nodded. Since Sister Qingcheng and Brother Zhuo are family, it's fine if there are some things hidden from the husband or wife. The two then nodded, reaching a decision, and hurried to catch up. However, to Chu Qingcheng, she had lied to Zhuo Fan for the first time, and due to their trust, Zhuo Fan did not suspect anything. But this, however, was foreordained to become Zhuo Fan's biggest regret of his lives. After leaving, they rested for half a month 10 miles from Mystical Heaven sect and continued onward. Zhuo Fan had given Li Jingshan and the elders pills and helped them recover faster. The demon scheming sect was jubilant in the meantime from the spoils of war they got after that big fight. The happiest was Kui Gang. His darling son, Kui Gang, was seeing his mother for the first time. He now knew that his father prepared this surprise for him. They hugged in tears and in joy, holding each other close. Venerable Qi was very much against Kui Lang and the girl from the Mystical Heaven sect getting together. But this time they seized Mystical Heaven sect and cut their arrogance down to size. Not to mention, they got a little something extra for their troubles. He didn't even mind seeing Zhuo Fan happy with his lady. Moreover, since Steward Zhuo managed to get a girl from a righteous sect to join him, his disciple couldn't. Maybe this victory would be enough to make sect leader overlook it. Anyway, the result was better than the fault, leaving room for discussion. And so, the whole group continued on. Zhuo Fan did not separate from them and went back to the demon scheming sect with the Luo clan. They then arrived at the valley where the two teams met for the first time. Shuanger and Yongning were anxiously waiting under Yue Ling and Qi Changlong's care. After all joined up, the girls were overjoyed to see Chu Qingcheng was saved. The girls all gathered around and talked, being close sisters with Chu Qingcheng. Chu Qingcheng also joined the conversation with a smile. However, while they were still lost in their victory, Zhuo Fan suddenly shouted, "All listen up, prepare for battle. The fighting isn't over." They all turned to Zhuo Fan with a puzzled look. What do you mean the fight isn't over? Isn't Mystical Heaven sect ruined? First of all, I've been hiding something from all of you. I've attacked Mystical Heaven sect for my personal reason, to save my wife. I thank you all for your help. The people were stunned, then laughed. Ha ha ha, Steward Zhuo, we already figured it out. What's the big problem? Yeah, with your merit, fighting to get a woman won't make sect leader say anything. Venerable Bai laughed. Zhuo Fan shook his head and watched the crowd. This was what I wanted to tell you. Sect leader Ziwu doesn't know about our fight with Mystical Heaven sect. It was all me. They all stood dumbstruck, hardly believing Zhuo Fan's words. Impersonating the sect leader was a serious offense. To even take all of the sect's experts and fight another, that was inexcusable. With Ziwu's temper, they could see how this wouldn't end well, and they shook all over. Seeing them react like that, Zhuo Fan squinted. He spoke something that gave them the biggest shock of all. It almost blew their minds. That's why, we are now going to counterattack the demon scheming sect and seize power. Gasping, everyone was floored by this shocking revelation. This isn't uprising, plain and simple. First you went to beat one sect into the ground, and now coming back to beat your own. It was beyond what any of the demon scheming sect experts imagined. They went out of the sect only to come back as rebels. They were all demonic cultivators, sure, but their loyalties still laid with their sect. This was too much to take in. Even outsiders like Han Chaoning were speechless at Zhuo Fan's brazen declaration. She walked over to Chu Qingcheng and whispered, "Junior sister, your man is truly brutal. He doesn't just go against his sect. He wants all the other elders and venerables to be there with him. They must be regretting it now, for being toyed with by your man." Senior sister, Zhuo Fan isn't after wealth and glory. He's only looking after himself. Chu Qingcheng sighed. Maybe, since impersonating the sect leader and giving orders to attack another sect deserves capital punishment. If he doesn't rise now, the demon scheming sect would hunt him down forever. While everyone can see it, that doesn't mean everyone would be so decisive. He is a man that knows what to do. Unlike my Kui Lang, who likes to boast, he'll never do it in his life. Chu Qingcheng nodded, looking at Zhuo Fan's straight figure in confidence. Her eyes swam in love. Her husband was the boldest hero, doing everything without looking back. No matter what situation he was in, his eyes had always looked at things from a different perspective. Looking coldly at those shocked faces, Zhuo Fan spoke. Actually, I am all for a peaceful resolution and not revolting. You all know that I am about to leave the demon scheming sect and don't care for wealth and glory. However, there's no way I'm going to let others take my life. This is as low as I'll ever go. The crowd looked at each other with confusion in their eyes, not knowing what to say. I know what you're thinking, to make me take all the blame. Zhuo Fan was quite calm despite having seen their intentions. I had thought about this as well. Everything that happened so far is because of me, so taking responsibility is only natural. If my life can save everyone, I'm willing to give it. But just think for a second, will let you go with his foul mood? They all shook at Zhuo Fan's words, their last hope crushed to pieces.